Say hi, everybody. Late to the party, but we're dropping knowledge. Had a nice little horizontal megaphone break, made its measured move, and then some. It made a double. And if you look left at the gap, it made an exact measured move of that gap. Now we're sitting here with a nice little bear flag poking out. And
Yep, Stig said watch the dollar. Sorry.
That's another thing. I can go and sell credit spreads on the dollar, UUP. This is rare that I've ever had profit out of these, but when I do, it's huge. Let me see if UUP's got a viable. Oh, dude. I missed an opportunity, but maybe. Let me see here. Don't know that I want to sell tomorrow expiration in the money on credit spreads for UUP, but.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Since we're approaching what looks like angular resistance on the downside for SPY, like today, if we were to hit like 389, would you consider taking a spread and for the bounce off, or would you think that we would probably just break through that and just plummet?
I think we're going to break that support and plummet, but it's still a bit risky. I mean, if you're very quick on that and just trade the price action, you could probably knock that off pretty quick. All right, CORZ returning to the regression line. Sorry, just kind of sidestep.
No, you're good.
And then SPY, this bear flag is not confirmed until it breaks its support level, and it's got to break about 390.65 for that to go anywhere. No, 390.80, sorry. Got to be able to break this low.
It's been expansion, hasn't it? For
Oh,
days.
What's that?
Expansion.
There we go. Now we're cracking over. Dang it, I didn't pull that. I didn't keep that other screen because I went to look at UUP credit spreads.
My goodness.
God, that'd be risky.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, you could sell December 23rd. That's next Friday expiration. Credit spreads on UUP in the money. You would be buying the 28 call, selling the 27.50 call. You can get 45 cents for that right now. That's a $5 risk for a $45 possible profit. But the dollar's going up like a rocket right now, and it's got a chance at retracing all the way up to like 38.40 or 28.40, sorry, on UUP. And then likely grind off sideways forever before it comes back down through that. So that'd be a pretty risky spread, unfortunately. But let's look at SPY again. Let's see, what was it? A 390.89?
What was that?
Yeah, that was the spread you were talking about.
So we could have sold that at 72. It's now trading at 68. Watch what happens to it when it breaks over. Just kind of hover it on your screen. And if that 390 ends up out of the money, that's when you start making a few bucks. All right, MLGO has one last chance at a reversal here. If it doesn't hold 240, that thing's going to break. CORZ wicked its 20 period almost. body's still sitting on the 8 period. On the 5-minute chart there, kind of keep an eye on this. That thing's been very fruitful with high percentage returns. I don't know if you guys got that scalp yesterday, but that was pretty epic. Very epic. Even getting in up here at 24, 25 cents, you would have killed it. Be an after hours trade for sure, but
So what was the economic thing that's getting ready to come up? Because we're actually leading it. You can see in the volume
report.
profile down below, like we're actually getting lower and lower volumes. So we're getting to the point where we're getting to some sort of compression where we will break up or down.
Natural gas report coming out right now.
yeah.
That's funny. Never mind. I won't say it again.
Should I look at UNG? Oh yeah, gas and
That's
farting.
It happened at the same time. I just, I knew it was there somewhere. Sorry, ladies.
I expect UNG to come right back down to about 1980. And then the long term, though, I think we can get bullish from here. This can set up for a bullish measured move and plug in about 24 to 25 bucks. Man, that's a big old bear flag on the daily, though, and it broke over.
39, 38, 50 was
tipping over.
a September 13th range bar. And we had been in that for a few days, and now we've broken the low of it.
All right, $10 profit on that 0 day so far. Out of a 72-cent risk, it's trading at 61 cents now. Well, you could get it to fill at 62. That's looking at that SPY 0 day credit spread in the money calls. And I know SIG will usually sell a 0 day at the money and never in the money. But if you're damn sure about the price action, you can sell them in the money. And whether you scalp them in minutes or you wait for a while for these things to break. I didn't look at it at the open, but like you could have probably sold like a 393, 392 and been just chilling right now. I almost want to go convert one of my Webull accounts back into a margin account so I can sell some credit spreads on the SPX. 0 days would be awesome because there's no assignment risk on the SPX.
Really?
Yes, sir.
You gotta have the duckies for it though.
You do have to have the duckies for it, yes. And I know Webull is a little weird on that policy, so. All right, there's CORZ right off that regression line with a wick and the 20 period. We could see a swing here for a bullish measured move, possibly. These horizontal megaphones are a little shifty. They're fairly neutral until they break, so I usually don't trade them until they break.
AMC. I got alert for AMC. Look at it. It's going to go to the moon. It just fell again a little bit. It rose and then it fell. It is going to go to the moon. I figured it out, but it's going to have to stop in China first.
Yeah.
Now that means you got to go through the middle of the earth. It's got to go low is what that means.
Is that some sort of like ghetto double bottom on SPY that we just did?
Kind of looking like it at the moment.
It's kind of. I was going to say it would look like an ugly double bottom just a few minutes ago.
We're just back to this area of resistance, though, which was previously support, which we dropped a bar through. So I bet it tests this, and that'll give us a sign whether it's going to reject it and continue.
Well, the gas report didn't give it any fuel.
No.
None of the news has really been giving anything any fuel except for like, all of a sudden the Fed being hawkish with their actual statement versus their release, because the release wasn't that bad. It was just like, okay, 50 basis point, whatever.
Right. If you got that credit spread, you better be out of it now. I did not recommend taking that.
I was considering the put side just because, we were testing stuff and so I could flip the other way. But man, it was still not willing to just commit the $30 capital. I mean, it's not going to make or break my account in any way, but I'm just like, this is too much having to focus. I don't want to do that right now. I'm not feeling like I can focus today. I've been kind of dizzy all day long.
Yeah, if you're feeling a little dizzy, it's probably not a good time to trade.
Yeah, I slept like really well last night. I went to bed at like 11:15, 11:20ish, and just passed right out, but I woke up and I felt like I didn't sleep one wink.
I can tell you this, that our movement is so different. I mean, it's just having to try to get the rhythm down. Just looking at the options chain, and I'm looking at the plus or minus, for change on like SPY, and it's so low compared to where it used to be.
Right.
I mean, we have a plus or minus chance between today and the 16th, which is tomorrow, for 591. It's a 30.2.51% for a plus or minus of $5.91.
Wow.
That's low.
That is pretty low.
I'll be right back. I got to do some coffee thing.
Yeah. Gotta mess with the Keurig. I'm getting ready to make a move here. UNG is pretty much there. It's so slow. You can swing trade it, but it's like not really even that great of a swing trade anymore. It was back when it was volatile. Those debit spreads killed it, but now it's just kind of lame. Looking at a couple other things here. Hold on one second. MULN has actually got a chance in hell. Let me go back to that. I'll throw it down here. And hello everybody on YouTube, just hanging out. Thanks for joining us. Alright, walk that angular. Throw that on 1 minute. Walk that angular, made a perfect down hammer on a lower band, and now we're into a pinch. We're still back into that control bar right here. And we're in it enough to where we can start attempting a 50% retracement and shoot for about 35.5 cents. And if it breaks that, then we can actually get bullish here and set up for a trend. But this is mostly caused by hype, so you don't believe in that. You just want to trade the price action, and you want to know where the break is. Well, right there. It can extend out to this guy here and get the whole move up to like 39.5 cents, but you're gonna have to trade that on momentum and be very snappy. I'm developing a little bit of a cough today, so kind of
Bleh.
Bleh.
Yes.
This MLGO, man, like literally one market maker could manipulate the price on that all they wanted. That's such a low float. It's insanely low float.
Insanely low float.
It popped just below its 52-week low. Its 52-week low previous was $2.36. It hit $2. Well, it made the 52-week low today, I guess. All right, SPY running right back up to R1 if this was a dirty double bottom.
Double bottom.
I cannot breathe all of a sudden. My throat's just
like
closing
that.
up.
We call it a dirty double bottom.
Dirty double bottom. But watch for a wick here. If it wicks here and rejects, bear flag it is. The old pop and drop bear flag to boot.
And we have some other final economic event happening in 11 minutes too, right? Something's happening at 11.
The final one is at 11:30.
Oh, 11:30. Okay.
Final
We have
countdown.
the 5-year chips announcement, the 6-month bill announcement coming up. I'm not sure what that's really going to do. It's not an auction. The auctions are what I think makes it move. Like if you had, like we had the 10-year bill auction the other day or whatever, and it moved a little bit. It's when you get those wiki wicks. Well, it didn't get quite a wick there, did we? Did we?
I think if we get bearish, we can go and hit that 388. But we did close a wick there, but it's still not rejection yet because we have a body just at the height of that wick now. It can actually reverse here and trace back to 392.80 or wherever this control bar is. Whenever you get a double bottom, all you gotta do is look left for your target. So your target 1 is like 392.05 here. Target 2 would be like 392.70. That's where you look at the points of control and interest. That's all you need to know.
I love that. Look left.
Look left.
Time.
As Devin would say, look left, hobbits.
Look left, hobbits.
I could have made a 10-cent play there when I noticed that double bottom. That would have been nice.
Would have been pretty quick.
It wouldn't have been too bad. I mean, I was already kind of pricing it because you were talking about the opposite side of the selling the call. So I was looking at, okay, well, what if we do something else and it goes the other way? Like, what does that pricing look like, and how do I mitigate the risk similarly to how you're doing it with the call side? And then that's when I looked at it and was like, yeah, I could see something potentially, if not today, but maybe tomorrow, hitting 392, and I'd only be paying $33 to make 68. And I was like, maybe I should do that. And I didn't do it though.
Wonder if we can make a 388 call butterfly. That'd be psycho. I wonder. Hang on. Let me look at this. Now we're cooking. It's an assignment risk, and like, I wonder if Robinhood will even let me open it. You bums. Can't open a 0-day butterfly. What kind of crap is that? Alright, how about this one? Nah, no bueno.
There it goes. Mullen pushing again. Just hit VWAP. Still looks like a big pullback on a bear flag to me.
Yeah.
And this does look like a nasty double top.
Kind of do. We're right in.
Now it's looking like a double top. Went from a double bottom to a double top.
Right into that that support line right across the bottom of this pennant right here.
Yeah.
If it rejects there, it'll be a quick bear flag right to the bottom.
It's funny, that support line is VWAP where it is right now.
Yeah.
Looks like that, at least from here.
Oh, if there's any institutional traders in it, they'll sell the crap out of that right then and there. Watch the order flow. Guaranteed to make you laugh a little. All right, where are we looking here? We'll go to order flow on Mulan. Oh dang, TRKA snuck away from me. Another one from my penny list. MULN order flow. There we go. Nah, the toots are selling it here. Yeah, there's some institutional selling there for sure.
Boom. Like you said there, it would be, they'd sell a full lot of it.
Bam, they're selling at 30,000 shares at a time, dude. It's psycho. Holy smokes. Wow. And a bunch of them just covered in that one candle. That's a few bucks, dude. 2 pennies times 30,000. That adds up. You know, people always complain, like I see on StockTwits, people always complain, like, damn penny flippers, day traders need to stay out of this. Well, they don't understand. You know, they're trading it for a penny. They're making a penny profit. Yeah, times however many thousand shares they sold.
They do. It's high frequency traders
Yeah, I do it all the time. You know,
all the time.
I'll scalp.
You machine.
I'll scalp a penny move on a 10-cent stock and make a 10% return. And
Isn't there
basically,
additional
no
cost when you get above 1,000 share increments though?
effort. Not on Robinhood. Not on Webull either. I'll run them a couple thousand at a time sometimes. That one I did the other day was 3,000 shares. And I was able to catch my order in the order flow.
Man, it is riding that resistance like crazy on SPY.
Yep. It's just sitting there hovering. I'm just waiting for the break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Ooh, I still have a half 100 grand bar in my candy drawer. I'm going to finish that for breakfast. I'm still fasting my breakfast, so I haven't eaten anything this morning yet, just coffee. And whatever fat I get out of the half and half. I haven't been as active as I'd like to be since I started trading. So I need to hit the gym more often or something, take a walk, go do my bike rides, something.
I'm the same.
But since I started fasting breakfast, I have lost a little weight, so.
Are you thinking this is going to reject off of here, or is this going to break through and run up a measure move?
I think it could reject here, but it's hard to
Yeah,
say.
I think it looks like it wants to reject too, because I mean, volume is fairly low. We've already made the what is that, inverse head and shoulders move.
Right, it's right in that realm. For some reason, my broker, or Robinhood, won't let me sell a damn 388 zero-day butterfly, which really annoys me. I wonder if I can sell an in-the-money spread for like a decent return.
Take your dog for a walk?
Yeah, it's raining out though.
Well, don't do it today.
I do take him for walks though. But it's like, you know, he doesn't like to go far. I go, you know, maybe half a mile and he's tired.
Oh, yeah, well, that's fine. You get tired quick. Excuse me, just sit tired and I yawned. This is definitely some sideways stuff. And Ironclad called it. Go look at that. The rest of the day. We'll see. There's always a change sometime. And usually in the middle of the day. SIG's always pointing at that 1 o'clock before the change.
Oh, hey, SPY has a high assignment risk. That's what's going on. Dividend days tomorrow. That's why it's hard to sell those credit spreads right now. Well, in Robinhood. Bums. That's annoying. That's the whole point, is that I want to be able to make that quick spread. I guess I put debit spread it is.
Yeah, October wasn't October. November wasn't November. They all got spoiled with that 13-year bull market.
I think your mic's over the top of your head again there, Stone.
It was. You're right. Sorry, everybody. I need help. I need help.
We got a good chance of hitting 382 today, fellas.
I'd like to hit 382 today. 382 would be fantastic. I could do that. I don't think our Amazon butterfly is going to work.
No, it's not going to work.
I'm glad it was a small risk, but it was fun.
It's cool to watch how it moves. I mean, that's the interesting part.
Okay.
There's our break.
Morningstar.
Clean
Hits that
rejection anyway.
39, 38.50. Remember, that's a bar from 12 or from 9.13.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, it's trying to fight that. Bulls are trying to keep it up. They're trying to keep that price there right now.
Yeah.
From what I understand. Battle of the Bulls and the Bears.
I might need to go let some coffee out. Sorry, I'm not so energetic today. It's just like.
Me too. I'm sorry.
This is where we get the boring price action.
Well, we just had all these events, and
yeah, yesterday was exciting as all hell, but yeah, today it's like,
Wow.
All right. Well, CORZ did finally hit that regression line with a spinner. It's got a chance at popping back up to like 42 cents from here. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to let some coffee out.
All righty there. It's back down to that 39, 38, 50-ish area. Nice yawn. Sorry. Well, the good news is my cooling pad works.
You know what I want to do one day, Stone? I want to leg into a butterfly. Like actually just like take one solid position, like a put or call side, and then build the butterfly out over a few days. Because something tells me that if I were able to kind of leg into each of the positions for optimal pricing, I could probably get a much better deal than just buying a butterfly straight outright. Or selling a butterfly straight outright, whichever way I want to go.
I think after this week, I'm going to spend some more time studying options. I've been working on price action for a long time.
Well, I mean, that's going to serve you well for just doing futures plays.
Yeah, futures you can make a living on futures, man. Even in this market. Jeremy is fast, so I don't think I can be that fast. But I can be a third of his speed. That's still good. Because I do like the futures.
I feel better.
I do want to rebuild my futures account. I don't have too far to go. I just need another $100 or so, and I can get back into being able to trade single contracts. But I'd like to be able to get to the point where I can trade two.
Yeah.
Trading two is kind of become my new minimum because I have a chance to average it with one.
Right, and that's what I've been getting into too. Is like I like the idea of being able to average down because I may be close to where I want to be, and I think that I'm in the right candle and everything, and I'm at the right stop or whatever. But then if I just am slightly off, that could literally put me out of the trade. Whereas if I can have the opportunity to average down just one more contract, that may get me back in the trade and then get me in the right position, and then we'll be in good place.
Right.
And there's been so many times overnight, and I haven't even been like really paying attention to any data, but just like looking at the 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock time frame, where the options are trading, or not options, but the futures contracts are trading on SPY, and I'm just like, yep, buy here, sell here, and then it makes these like $15 moves, and I'm like, good lord, like, or not $15, 15 point.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if I had been in there, like that would have been right there, like day done usually for me.
Yep. One trade, bam, paid the bills. Yeah, it's crazy like that. So, in spite
Is
of
this an ugly triple bottom?
that's what I'm kind of thinking it may be, but I think it's also a big old bear flag, dude. This is
Looks
trending.
like a big old bear flag to me too.
I think we got a really good shot at hitting 388 today on the extension. I mean, that's a huge move. I mean, look, it came down from 400 in the pre-market gap all the way down to 395, sat on that pivot for a second, wicked up to it at the open, and then down she go.
We still have 5 minutes for the Earl report.
Yeah.
I mean, is it Earl? Whatever. It's not oil. Sorry. I
Whatever.
told you the old folks down here when I grew up, they burrowed water. They
Yep.
washed dishes in the zinc, and they went to the Earl station to fill up their car with gasoline.
Yep. This TRKA, it doesn't look like much, but let me tell you about percentages, y'all. And this thing got away from me. I meant to put a position on this morning. I wasn't looking at it, but get it at like 11 cents and run it to 14 cents. That is a, what about a 28% move? Easy scalp, right? And that thing yesterday, CORZ, 100%er. Perfect. Right off the floor. Bam. So you start looking at these little trading around a dime penny stocks, and it's like, well, 1 penny move is a 10% return. In actuality, this moved 3 pennies up from 11 cents. So that's more like a 32%. But nonetheless, it's the percentage that matters. And if it's got enough volume and it's got enough momentum to trade and the price action is readable, like you can see all the wedges and everything in it, why the hell wouldn't you trade this, a lot of people reject trading penny stocks.
Why the hell wouldn't you trade it?
But it's like I see profit. There's potential there, and it's such a stupid low risk. I mean, you take 10, 20,000 shares of this thing, and it's like a drop in the bucket, Even if it went to
dude,
zero.
I didn't get into this spread. Oh my god, I wanted to do a 2 wide on SPY, and I would have already.
You would already cleaned house.
Yeah, as soon as it made that small little brief retracement, I was like, this is my signal to get in, and I didn't do it. Dang it.
My phone's like getting hot because I have so many positions on. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but for some reason when I have more positions on in my mobile apps, my phone starts draining battery and getting warm.
Jeremy's wearing out his phone now.
That's it. Back when I had that old Galaxy S8, like there was like screen burn on that thing from trading so much. Like it burned.
Come on, give me a small retracement, just a small one. I just want to get in at $66. Come on, man. I'm only $2 away.
We had a new low there.
It burned the standard
Holy
numbers and stuff that pop
cow.
up into the screen.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Come on, baby, pop up just a little bit so I can buy in. Come on. Let me have my entry.
All right, we got
Terrible.
just a minute left on the 15, the 5, the 1.
Hey, Mullen might make a quick market maker move right up to that resistance point again at 34 cents.
You seeing that? That comes from you seeing things really over a period of time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It is screen time, man.
Screen time is gonna really, really pay your bills.
30 seconds about. And then that 11 o'clock thing is going to happen, but we'll also have a close on these 15-minute, 30-minute candles, all these other ones as well.
It looks like we're testing the resistance point on the bear flag one time with SPY here. Let's see if
Yeah, I
she,
see that. This is maybe
This
my
might
entry
be
point.
good.
let's see if she goes. Careful though, because sometimes these will
Careful.
wipe a face off at a news event like nothing. And it's
Look
11
at
o'clock.
a 5-minute.
Oh, I know we're right at the news event. That's why I'm like hoping this green candle shoots up and then rejects.
Right? That'd be awesome. But just be aware. Sometimes these things will run up. It'll pop sometimes from here all the way up above to your target zone, which is like currently 392.20, and then reject.
Wow.
So it'll wipe people out real quick in one move. And when you get institutions trading this thing, and it is heavily institutionally traded, SPY, that's exactly what they'll do. They'll run it, and they'll make everybody and their mother chase the ask on that thing, and then just spank them in a second.
Yeah. All they're doing is chasing ask.
That's it.
Terrible.
Well, you know, the old stock twits phrase that everybody loves to say is "smack that ask" or "slap that ask," and
Slap that ask.
it's really just chasing it. You're always chasing the ask. If you get to slap
It's
it, it
that
turns around
bid.
and slaps you back. Oh, sorry.
It's that bid. Listen, it's terrible. We're just making up stuff.
Yep.
Well, YouTube entertainment. This is what you do when price
Well,
goes
that's a 50%
sideways.
retracement right there.
Yep. Right to it. Bam,
Good
right off the
call.
20 period.
So far, but the MES is fighting that 39, 38, 50.
Yeah, and we can't make a decision until we get some sort of confirmation here. This candle hasn't closed, and it looks like it may still run up, which would be nice for me because it'll make my position cheaper that I'm trying to get into.
Right. Speaking of 50%ers, TRKA just nailed one right there. Might bounce back up here. And MELN is so grindy, but it's looking like it'll reach 34 cents one more time. CORZ getting interesting, hitting the bottom of that megaphone pattern. It'll either crack out or crack down.
Is that a wolf wave?
On what?
On SPY on the 1 minute. You're the wolf wave guy. I got to study that too.
Well, if a bull flag's going or a bear flag's going to turn into a wolf wave situation, you go like this. You know, it sets up a bull target. So I mean, it would run currently 392.75, which is right where that target bar or that control bar is, and also our previous megaphone pattern intersects right about there too, doesn't it?
I just saw that little pattern and where it just kind of dipped down by that low.
Right.
And I just, I still have, I haven't been, I studied them for a little while and then I got off. And the reason I got off of studying those things, because I find I still go by the candlestick.
Right.
I find that I can, for me personally, I see the candlesticks. It's like I'm watching these wicks right now on a 15-minute chart. If you look at SPY, it looks a little different on a 15-minute chart.
So here's your 5-second chart. I mean, this
back.
could be a bearish wolf wave here. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was wondering. Go look at your SPY 15-minute chart, if you don't mind.
All right, it's lunchtime. I got to dip, guys.
All right, man.
Okay, buddy.
All right,
Take care.
bye.
Have good. We'll see you tomorrow.
You see how it's just walking that level down there?
Right.
I call that walking. It's going sideways on that level. It's like a tightrope.
Well, to dirty my chart up even more, I mean, you do have a really nice descending channel here.
Yeah, and they tend to
break bullish, typically. Not saying it will, but it's got a...
No, 80% of breakouts fail.
Yep. And this is one where you can actually gauge that. Hang on. Let me set this up. Let me borrow this one.
It is walking that area, bro.
Don't forget the regression line. This is right on
It's
par with
after
that
11.
price action from yesterday.
So those auctions or those announcements didn't do much of anything.
All right, so
We got one more. We got the bill auction, the 4-week bill auction, 11:30. I don't know that that's going to do anything. I still have to pay a little more attention to that. I noticed that the only the only news that really makes a difference is those market or econ events.
right,
Um,
Mullen not going to make that 34 cent. Damn close, 33 and almost a half, but I think it's going to go right up, trace that to a 50% right there at 33.10, and then dump over again. Let's see if I'm right. All right, CORZ wicked off the lower band here. Could set up a morning star and come back and attempt that regression channel regression line on the center of that megaphone channel. If it doesn't, then this will go bearish on you real quick. TRK8 just about back to that 50% retracement from that mother bar after a 50% bearish retracement of a rising channel nailed with a wick. Your target is right there, 13 cents. That's where the bull or the bear's going to sell that if they're going to take, or people will take profit too from this little bounce. And you start running, 30, 40, 50,000 shares at like 12.2 cents and then sell them at 13 cents, dude. That's bank. Well, it takes some size, but it takes some percentage. So percentage is the king. You trade percentage instead of size, and it will change your life.
Just want to let you know that AMC is still out there. It's always willing and waiting for you to come play with it.
Yeah.
All right, let's what we got going on here now. It looks like we're going to make another attempt. If we coming back down and hit that area again, we might not. Area might not sustain it. Let's see.
Maybe I could sell some deep in the money put credit spreads on AMC one day. That'd be hilarious. Get a sign and wheel trade it for free.
A CEO decides to step down. Watch what happens.
Right.
None of those guys are thinking any of that stuff.
Nope. That's it, man.
Bullish Bears saved my ass. Y'all hear me? Bullish Bears saved my ass. AMC got me interested in the stock market, and then I wanted to learn. And when I came to Bullish Bears, I started realizing I was just lucky with that.
Very, very. But piqued your interest, got you in the game.
Got me in the game, got me reading charts, got me in the Robinhood, and then I left Robinhood. Then I came back.
Yeah, when you figured out you could trade some very profitable, cheap spreads in Robinhood, you're like, oh, hey.
Exactly.
I see what you're doing with that.
I see what you're doing with that, exactly.
Like, I hear so many people bag on Robinhood, but dude, if you know how to use it, don't hate the player, hate the game.
They're an American company too, I think.
Mm-hmm. More or less.
Weeble's not.
Owned by American people, but...
Okay, yeah. What time is it? 10:07. What candle is that? All right. Ooh, pardon me. Ooh, coffee. I'll be back.
Yeah. I've already had my coffee today.
Oh, no. It's wanting out.
Oh. Need to go. Coffee gotta go. Alright, I'm going to kind of glance around and see if I can find anything worth scalping. Let's see. COMS is probably going to hit about 6 cents by the time this is over. What else we got? Oh, SPY. See, crank that angular and it goes to 382, y'all. 388, then 382. Yowzer. Here's 388 right here. Did want to cough into the microphone, sorry. My brain still feels good, but I got a little bit of a cold. Alright, CORZ, nailing that angular. This will be the make it or break it for a trade on this thing. It's got levels. If you look at the daily chart and the 2-hour chart, you can see it's got potential to close that entire gap. That's a big ass gap to $1, yo. Look at the control bars within that gap, and you've got range. 70 cents. You've got a wick down here at 55 cents ish. That's the bar we're in, though. We're in this control bar. So take a look at this. We're in that control bar. We've nailed most of it. Chances are it's got some unfinished business to run up to like 55 cents at least. That would be about the expected move. This probably just a short squeeze. It did have some news hype yesterday. I forget what the hell it was, but one way or another, price action is price action is price action, and that's what we do here. So I'm going to switch that to a 1-minute chart and watch this regression channel, or this megaphone channel right here. If it breaks down, it does what SPY did. It runs right out the bottom and makes a measured move and another leg. But if it holds that and runs back at least to the regression line, you got one trade. And if it exceeds that regression line, starts to build up to the angular resistance up here, well, then you've got the setups for a measured move to continue right up to that 55 cent level. That's what I'm talking about. So don't knock it because it's a penny stock. It's still price action. It's still tradable. There's lots of price action in this thing. And the percentage swings are pretty favorable. That's where you make your money, on percentage. Kind of changes your outlook a little bit, but if you get into it and you start trading percentage, man, it'll change your life. Sure as hell did mine. All right, I think Mullen's out of gas there.
You still out there, Sensei?
I'm still here for a little while.
I'm gonna stay for a few minutes more, and then I'm probably gonna take off and go get my video together. I was trying to put together last night. I was really excited about it, and then all that other crap happened.
I want to put together the other half of that wheel trade video, but I've also got this cold, so I'm like,
Yeah, well, you don't do that, but I tell you this, my head is filled with ideas for you.
Oh man.
I want us to do that thing. I really think that would be good to do those videos like that.
Oh, I'm excited to do that candle for candle one with all the questions that you ask. That's perfect.
Oh man, dude, the what you did yesterday was great. I mean, that was like, wow. It's just the information in your head is amazing.
And sometimes it's
I do like
too.
price action. I do like price action, and I think I like it so much because to me it's complex, but it's less complex.
Right. It just becomes so much easier to understand how everything moves when you get at least a basic working knowledge of price action. It's like everything else makes sense, and so much so that it's just incredibly easy.
Right. That's exactly it. It's an easy and simple are two different things.
Yes.
But yeah, or whatever. I don't know. All I know is that it's really cool. Mullen?
Yeah,
I'm
right
looking
back to
at
34.
Back up to the VWAP.
Pardon me.
Let's see, this might be a double top, so let's see. Or it could be, it looks like it might be an inverse head and shoulders, maybe on a 5.
Well,
this is where Scott would use Heikin-Ashi candles.
I just use a 5-second chart. There's your measured move.
That's your 5-second chart. You just think too quick. Boom.
There it is.
5-second chart. There it is. Boom. Measure move. Yeah, but I'm looking at a 5-minute chart. Let's see what happens there. That might build off of that 33, 34.
Yeah, if it can break 34, it's got a good chance of starting to shoot some other levels here. And we've got just to hover 35. We've got 36.8. Peak would be like 39.8. It's got that range. Might be scalpable just yet.
Okay, what time is it? Okay, so we got a few minutes left on that 15-minute candle. Let's see if that 15-minute candle closes in 1 minute with a wick or a flat bottom.
And what I say about TRKA, this is where the bulls would take profit. Oh, look, they're doing exactly that. And the bears are taking it over too to boot. So, see ya. CORZ, last chance. If it doesn't bounce off this regression line here, or this angular support on this megaphone pattern, it's a done deal. SPY's just creeping through that angular support line on that.
Oh my goodness, look at
Bear
that.
flag there, and right now we've got a shot at 388, pretty quick like.
That 15-minute bar I was looking at. It's looking flatter and flatter.
And then there's one more I want to look at.
Wow.
For a quick percentage scalp, I'm still looking at KAL. It's got to hit that 8 cent and bounce.
Consecutive bear bars closing at or near their low beneath the moving average is usually a sell sign.
Yeah. And KAL is like at its 52-week low. Or it set a new one. But the retracement is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a trade from 8 cents to 9 cents. And that's a little bit above 10% there. So there's a double bottom to boot on a 15-minute chart. Sweet. It might be already making that move.
Double bottoms are my favorite. No, I like double bottoms. Look at that. My goodness. You might get another big bear bar here.
Yeah, there goes SPY. I think it hits
This is-
388. And if it breaks
That-
388, dude, this thing will scoot down to 382 real stinking quick. There's
That would
nothing
be
but
wonderful.
air to 382 from there.
382 is your old friend.
I love 382.
There's Mullen. There it's fighting now. It's fighting that level.
Yep. So here's the deal. There's your 388 pivot. Looking at your 2-hour chart on SPY.
Let me go get that up.
This price action from the 10th of last month is right where that control bar is. Do you see where this can go?
Wow.
That is one bar.
Whoa.
And it goes to actually 375, but I think 382 is the comparable position to go to because that's a 50% of that bar. If it breaks 382, holy smokes, dude. 375,
Holy
no problem.
smokes.
And you've got that diamond top that just broke over. So I mean, this is
Hey, hang on. Let's see
Oh.
what happens here.
it'd be a
This
wet
could
dream
be
if it
your
hit
bottom.
368. But dude,
Oh my goodness. Would that be crazy or what?
yeah, with the way I'm running these put spreads, it's like hello, hello, beautiful.
Hello, beautiful. You know, I felt like Snuffleupagus a minute ago. Hey, bird.
Oh man,
Yeah, the wicks. I got this wick thing going on. Always have. And I'm starting to see now and understand a little bit more. I want to show folks what to look for.
I can't remember if it was SNL or Mad TV or something back in the day.
Oh my gosh, Mad TV.
They did a skit where it was like Sesame Street, but they called it Sesame Street. You can kind of guess where it went from there. Search that. Find that on YouTube, man. It is a riot.
I will find
A
it.
riot. Today's letter is 3. Big Bird. 3 is a number. Sorry, I do a pretty good Kermit, even with a cold.
You do. That was really good.
Exactly.
Fun.
The number 3. How many joints I smoked today? It's so funny. It'll have you rolling. Trust me. If you're a pothead or not, it's just funny. Absolutely funny. They don't make comedy like they used to. You gotta go revisit the old stuff.
It's very, very funny. Well, every generation has their sense of humor.
Yeah.
I've observed that for years. I've always said, this generation hated that generation. The next generation bitches about that generation, and the next one bitches about that generation.
Yeah.
It's like when you look at somebody who grew up in the '60s and '70s, and they piss and moan about the music and the Grammys and everything.
Yeah.
But then you listen to somebody who grew up in the '40s and the '50s, and they were pissing and moaning about the people who grew up in the '60s and '70s and made that music.
Yep.
They were saying the same stuff.
It never ends. It never ends.
Never ends. It's like, come on, get over it. All right, we're coming up to angular resistance here on this
Yep.
It's a little wedge on
Right
SPY.
in it. Print me a spinner and another bear bar, and I will be a happy camper because that will be a rip down
It's
to
the last
388.
30 seconds on this 5-minute candle now.
CORZ is kind of looking like a bear flag all of a sudden, so that might be done. KAL, same kind of thing. I'm hoping it gives you a quick pump from 8 to 9 cents, but it's not looking so hot. MULN just kind of stewing right around this 34-cent level, and I don't know what it's going to do there, but I think most of the day traders are pretty much done with that, so it's going to be a swing trader thing now. Maybe.
When we were swinging. I like that song only because it reminds me of swing trading. And we were swinging. Come on, come on.
Oh, man. This cold is going to probably drive me nuts.
So Sig just wrote that. You just wrote that, Sig. Keith J. Keith, great first name, by the way. Means descending warrior in Scottish. Seems to be a lack of participation across the board. Sig says, yeah, we are at a must defend level, in quotes.
Yeah.
Must defend in the markets. And that's what I was saying down there. I said they are fighting to keep that area. If you notice, they were trying to keep that 39, 38. Like I said, that's a control bar from September 13th on the MES.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom of it. We've been in this range for days. The high was 41.78. We've been in this range for a few days, and we just broke that bar, just like you said with the SPY going back to that bar on the 2-hour.
Yeah.
So this is the area they're fighting to keep it here, or somebody is.
They'll fight, but if it gets below that, dude, see ya. That thing's toast.
If the bulls, as they say, if the bulls give up.
Yep. If the dip buyers go away, this is a bad day. And we've been saying this for every step of the way in this bear market. We've been saying this. Never trust a rally in a bear market. This is truth over and over and over and over again. I mean, you cannot deny that. And the diamonds have had the range just set out really cleanly. We've been able to nail those over and over and over again. But almost every time we've had a Fed event in these messes, it's done all of this stuff. And now we're at that defend level. And look at the daily chart. It shows up even better on the daily chart. 388 is the do or die level, and there's just a gap all the way under that sucker to 375.
So they are trying to keep it here.
And it can pause at 382, which is about the top of that little doji right here, sure. But crack that 388, it's a goner. And then, if we set a new 52-week low for SPY, so be it. We get through 348, all of us bears are going to be dancing. So, I love being a bear when I need to be. But I can be a bull too.
You can be, what? And that's just it. You can be both and not have a bias, just like you said, follow the chart. Look at I just noticed we had freaking one leg pullback. This is the second leg.
Yep.
Dang it.
And now we're retracing 50% of the second leg right here. 390.
See, and you take note of that ugly. I like to trace that get double top, or double bottom, or ugly triple bottom, whatever it is. It was a double top is what it was. That was a pullback. That's all that was.
Yep.
And it turned out to be that double top, and you did get that big wick that you were looking for, just not on the candle you had mentioned it, but it came up and wicked that pivot.
Yeah.
At like 39, actually where VWAP is now, 39.95, 391.95. I was looking at the MES trying to say SPY.
Well, I'm going to sign off of YouTube now. I was supposed to do that like 10 minutes ago. And
we love YouTube.
I'll continue hanging out in the Discord channel for a few more minutes, but I got to go and eat lunch. I got to eat something. We'll see you guys tomorrow on YouTube. Not necessarily bright and early, but we get in there. We do about an hour a day kind of miscellaneous time frames of our ordinary Discord live stream, and it just kind of give you guys a taste of what we do, and then we take it further. We go hand one-on-one, hands-on with all of our members here. Anytime they have a question, if we know the answer, we got it right there. If we don't know the answer, we go get it. We're legit like that. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Be sure and like and subscribe, hit the bell. But above all, tell your friends, because we've been dropping some knowledge here. And if you've got some friends who trade, dude, we've got a lot to offer just in the YouTube channel. And then if you look at what our rates are for membership, dude, it's dirt cheap. I mean, you look at $47 a month. $47 a month. I mean, you cannot beat that anywhere for the value you get in our membership. You cannot beat that. I dare you to try. Unless it's free. That's really, really, really inexpensive. That is a bargain deal. And we'll keep the prices there as long as we can. As long as we get a little YouTube participation to help keep the lights on, we're good. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have good. Thanks again.